Welcome to Tech Recess. In the series of REST Web Services videos, today we will talk about HATEOAS concept in REST. This acronym might feel like a very peculiar or cumbersome acronym, right? Yeah, it is true. But let us understand how it is applicable, what is meaning of this, and where it is used, right? So, if we talk about the full form of HATEOS acronym, right? It is hypermedia as the engine of application state. So this might look very complex or might be not very clear, but when we will deep dive into the concept of HATEOS, we'll understand. Okay, so let's start with one of the basic example of a website, right? So when you go to any website, you just click on the links, right? Whatever hyperlinks you see over website, you don't require any documentation to or guide to use website, right? Similarly, in REST also, we don't have any the standard way of adding documents. So normally we assume that whatever URIs we are defining, they are self-explanatory to users. Okay. So in a typical REST web services example, when a user want to get some resource from server, they will send a request and get back a response, right? But now user might need some more responses or maybe some other type of output, right? Because in business scenarios, just hitting once will not help. Suppose, for example, if you have developed a REST web services application which has multiple functionalities, like we have the comment, likes, and shares functionality. So when a client fetches the first message ID, maybe one, so it might also like to see, okay, how many shares has been done for this particular post or message, how many likes have happened, okay, and profile of user. So because now when user have to hit all these URIs, right, they have to construct them, right? So and they have to remember or know in advance, okay, what is the URI to get number of likes? What is the URI to get the number of comments, right? So this HATEOS concept help us in a way that we what we do whenever we are communicating with REST web services and sending a response back, we are embedding the future URIs which might be used by the client. Maybe it just ask about the ID message equal to one, and we send back, okay, this message is a data system, right? But it he or she might also would like to get data about the comment URI, share URI, or like URI. So rather than putting the onus on client to construct the URIs for every functionality, what we do, we embed all these URIs which might be required by a client in the message itself, right? In the response itself. So this concept of sending back the URLs or the URIs to the client in the response itself is basically HATO. So what we are doing, we are basically replicating the concept of website, right? Like you go and navigate different hyperlinks based upon your discretion and your requirement. Similarly, flexibility to hit other URIs without worrying about how to construct it and knowing it what is the actual URI, right? So that's why this HATEOS concept comes into picture to basically simplify how client construct URIs, and even if they don't have the prior information about the other URIs or functionalities, they can easily interact with our web service, right? So now we have seen or understood, okay, that in HATEOS concept, we can send the URI like comment URI. I mean, whatever share URI as per your functionality, and client can use them. But now we have one problem also. The problem here is basically now client must understand, must know that okay, to get comment, I have to use this comment URI. To get number of shares, I have to use the share URI. So ultimately, we solve one problem that client doesn't need to put all the URIs in a property file or be some placeholder, but still they have to have some placeholder or property file where they will define all these keys, right? Like comment URI. By that key, they can look up from the response, right? So now this problem is shifted towards maintaining the keys of the URI. So the solution for that is rel attribute. I think you must be aware about this attribute because we use it very frequently in HTML pages. So now if you want to simplify that problem or solve the problem, right, we use rel attribute like this in the right hand side of message. Well, what we do, we don't send the complete URI. I mean, we send the URI back to the client, but we also we put a rel keyword, right, and put a very simplified type of keyword, right? From that client can guess, okay, or client can get, okay, which uh, you want to they want to hit. Suppose they want to know, okay, what is the likes URI. So they will search the rel keyword in the response message, and then once they find this rel equal to likes, they look up the corresponding href. So this is how we can solve the problem of client having to keep that property keys in their property file by using the rel keyword. Okay. So, but yeah, but in a nutshell, the main motive before HATEOAS is that it is to make life easy of clients so that they can navigate various functionalities and various URLs without worrying about how to construct them. And that's why this concept is really important when we are designing our APIs, so that for any functionality we can maybe client wants some particular URI data back. We have to put some relevant URIs also which he might need. Okay. So with this, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Please leave comments or questions if you have. Thank you very much. Please subscribe.